Good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible. So, if you recall, last day we have done up to this. We have completed the first theorem of Kuratowski's or Kuratowski's first theorem. If you recall, we have started planar and non-planar graph last day. I told you what is a planar, what is a non-planar graph. And later on, we have discussed that there is two specific graph known as Kuratowski's first graph and Kuratowski's second graph. So the first graph is K5 and the second graph is K33. It is a complete bipartite graph. These two graphs is known as Kuratowski's first and second graph. All right. So both the graph are specific, and the specialty is both the graph are not planar. So as you can understand here, we have proved K5 is a non-planar graph. I hope you understood what is the steps we followed here to show that K5 is a non-planar graph. Next thing is that you have to show K33 or Kuratowski's second graph. K33 is Kuratowski's second graph, is also non-planar. You have to prove that. This is called Kuratowski's second theorem. So our next task to prove K33 is also non-planar. How to prove that? Okay, the second graph of Kuratowski's is connected with 6 vertices and 9 edges. So how many vertex? 6 vertex and 9 edges. All right. Now the thing is that if you observe, this graph is K33. Are you with me? This graph is K33. So we want to show that this graph is a non-planar graph. This graph is a non-planar graph. To show this graph is a non-planar graph, what we can do, we cannot start. If we start from this specific structure of K33, we will be in some trouble after some time. Okay, because there are lots of chaos, there are lots of intersection, line intersection is there, lots of edge intersection is there. If you find these are the many edge intersections is there. There is an intersection, there is an intersection, there is an intersection, there is an lots of intersection is there. So we need some graph, we need some isomorphic graph of this which is having less intersection, So for that reason, what we can do, we can find the isomorphism of this graph. So this graph is Kuratowski's K33. Okay, this is K33. Now, if we start finding the isomorphism of this graph, it's quite easier to find the thing that, let's say this point or this vertex, take this vertex, I mean just pull it down to the downwards direction. Are you getting my point? If I pull it down this vertex with the downward direction, automatically those edges also pull down. Automatically also those edges are going to pull down in the downward direction. So what will happen? If I do this, what will happen? Tell me, what will happen? It's like I pull down this vertex over here, right? Now, if I do this, this will stay connected. They will stay connected like this, like that. So our new graph becomes like this. So this graph is isomorphic with this. This graph is isomorphic with this. Am I clear? This graph is isomorphic with this. Clear or not? Now once this is clear, the next thing is that what I can do, another thing is okay. So the next thing is that we can find another isomorphism of this graph such that we have less like chaos. Means the graph intersection will be less. So what is the possibility? We can do this. So this graph is isomorphic with that graph. This graph is isomorphic with that graph, and if you observe, this is a polygon. If you observe, this is a polygon, and polygon is having less chaos. Polygon is having less chaos. That means there is some less intersection. Only few intersection is there, and you can easily observe. You can easily find the remedy of those intersection. Okay, what we have done in the K5 case. In K5, we have done the same thing. So this is going to be similar for K5. This graph is very similar to K5. Now this graph is isomorphic with K33. Now can anyone tell me why this is isomorphic with K33? Why this graph is isomorphic with K33? Because K33 is having two partisans. This is three vertex. Again, in this case, these three vertex are this. In this case, these three vertex are this. Okay. Now another three vertex. Another three vertex is another partition. This three vertex is another partisans. In this case, these three vertex are this. No, not like that, because they are interconnected. So since they are interconnected, we cannot do this. So these three are not that vertex. We have to find someone which is not interconnected. So first find which are not interconnected. So this vertex is not interconnected with this one. This vertex is not interconnected with this one. So this red one are in a same partition. Like this is a first partition. Try to understand. This red one is a first partition, and now green ones are the other vertex. This is another partitions. Because they are not interconnected, but red connected with green, green connected with red. Now if you observe, if you compare these two graphs, are they similar? Are they similar? Are they isomorphic? So these two graphs are isomorphic. So if I do work for this graph, automatically I am working for this graph. Okay, so I have to check this graph K33 is non-planar. That means I will check this graph is also K33, and I will check this graph is non-planar, and that will work, isn't it? So your task is now, by the similar manner, similar to first theorem of Kuratowski. Okay, you have to show that this graph is non-planar. How to show that? How to start? We will start from the outlines. What is the outlines? This is the outlines. This is the outline of this graph. Now we will gradually join one. First step, I will join these two lines. The second step, I will try to join this graph, this line. Let's say this is V1. First you have to name them, okay? V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. Now I join V1 and V4. Okay. Now your next target is to join V1 V6 and V3, but you cannot join from inside, so you will try to join from outside. Next, we will try to join V2 and V5. The last thing is V2 and V5. Now, how to join V2 and V5? If I try to join from outside, there will be some problem. There will be an intersection over here. There will be an intersection. Are you getting my point? There will be an intersection. If I try to join it from outside, there will be an intersection over here. So it is not possible. Similarly, if I try to join it from inside, there will be another intersection. Okay, if I try to join it from inside, there will be another intersection. So this is not possible. So V2 and V5, it's not possible. So the last step would be this. V2 and V5, joining V2 and V5 from outside or inside, it's not possible. Okay, it is not possible. So here we will stop and we can say that K33 is a non-planar. You have to write this theorem with a sequence manner. Write the theorem, need to write properly. Like in the first theorem I have already written, right? Check the first theorem. This is your first theorem. What is the proof of first theorem? Look at this. There is some writing was there. If you recall this writing, same writing you have to write for K33. Look at this. These are the writings step by step. What we have done. Getting my point? This is for K5. This is for K5. At last we have decided that this K5 is not a planar graph. This is a non-planar graph. So for K33, I told you how to do this. For K33, the similar manner you have to do it. You have to write it. That is not my work. Writing is your work. I told you how to prove that. Now note it down, complete the writing and show me in lab. Note it down. This is your homework. Complete this writing and show me in lab. Okay, that's K33 is non-planar. All right, all of you. So steps are important. First step, you cannot work with the original graph of K33. You have to find the isomorphic graph, which is a specific, better isomorphic graph for K33, and that is this polygon. Once you draw this polygon, automatically you have to go for the steps that you have to show this polygon is non-planar. How to show this? Step 1, draw the outlines. Then the step 2, try to join the inside vertex. Step 3, try to join the other vertex, and you will struck at some particular point that you cannot join V2 and V5. Okay, because there will be some intersection. All right, I hope it's clear. Shall I proceed? All of you, please write clear or not. Okay, so I will check this in your lab, okay? Complete proof is important, right? You have to write the complete proof. Okay, another things, I hope all of you have joined the Google Classroom. Okay, if anyone still not joined, right now join in the Google Classroom. Okay, I have mailed you. I hope you got the mail and you join in Google Classroom and you have submitted your assignments. So assignment 4 submission deadline is 24th of August, and assignment 5 submission deadline is 31st August. Okay, let's proceed. The properties of Kuratowski's first graph and second graph. What is the importance of these two graphs? Why we did all these studies and why we emphasizing on these two graphs? First thing is that both the graph are simple graph. First thing is that both the graph K3, K5, this is K5 and this is K33. K5 is Kuratowski's first graph, K33 is Kuratowski's second graph. So both graphs are a simple graph. Simple graph means what? What is simple graph, Sarifi? What is simple graph? Sorry?
Please ask me.
What is simple graph? Okay, you tell me what is simple graph? Rorimda. And good. A simple graph is a graph which don't have any self loop or any parallel edges. Okay, that means you guys are not prepared with the first unit also. Okay, your mid semester carries this first unit, so prepare well. Okay, I can ask, these questions can be asked in your exam. Okay, so prepare well. What is simple graph? What is regular graph? What is a complete graph? What is complete bipartite graph? These all things are very important. Okay. So now next concept, next thing is the next similarity. Both graph are non-planar. K5 and K33 both are non-planar, both are simple. Now number 3 is removal of one edge or one vertex, each becomes a planar graph. This is very interesting, and that is why this graph are important. This is very important things, that if I remove one edge or one vertex from each of the graphs, that graph becomes planar graph. That graph becomes a planar graph. You can try. You can try to remove one vertex or one edge from each of the graph, and it becomes a planar graph. Anyone can try. Planar graphs means what? Planar graphs means what? Planar graphs means we can find the embedding. We can find an embedded graph in a plane. That means we can redraw the graph in such a manner there will be no edge intersection, edge crossings. There will be no edge crossings. Okay. Now number 4 is very important. Kuratowski's first graph is non-planar with the smallest number of vertex. So this is very important. So someone can ask you, tell me what is a graph? Tell me the graph which is having smallest number of vertex, and it is also non-planar graph. Smallest number of vertex. So how many vertex are there in K5? 5 vertex. How many vertex are there in K5? 5 vertex. Okay, so this is the smallest number of vertex which is having a non-planar graph. Now it means that if I have 4 vertex graph, 3 vertex graph, 2 vertex graph, 1 vertex graph. Okay, if I have 3 vertex, 2 vertex, 4 vertex and 1 vertex graph, those graphs are always planar. Always planar. Are you getting my point? Always planar. Always planar. Sorry, spelling mistake. Means what? If I ask you to draw a non-planar graph with 4 vertex, is it possible? Is it possible? That means whenever you find a graph in exam with 4 vertex, by default it would be planar graph. Whatever the graph is, with 4 vertex means always a planar graph. 3 vertex means always a planar graph. 2 vertex means always a planar graph. 1 vertex means always a planar graph. I don't get your question, Ashok Noor. Which one is non-planar means? K5 is non-planar. This is the very minimum non-planar graph. Now, whenever you have 5 vertex, graph, that doesn't means that it is always non-planar, right? 5 vertex graph means that doesn't means it is always non-planar. It is having some specific criterion. It can be non-planar, it cannot be. It may be planar also. Whenever you have 5 vertex graph, it can be planar or non-planar. But there is a possibility of non-planar This is a possibility of non-planarity start from 5 vertex graph. Okay, so if you have 5 vertex graph or 6 vertex graph or 7 vertex graph, you have to check whether the graph is planar or non-planar. Getting my point? So K5 is the minimum planar non-planar graph. Minimum non-planar graph with the smallest number of vertex. K5 is the smallest number of vertex, is the minimum non-planar graph. Getting my point? Now Kuratowski's second graph K33. Kuratowski's second graph K33 is the smallest number of edge. Is a non-planar graph is having smallest number of edge. Is having a smallest number of edges. So how many edges are there in K33? How many edges are there in K33? Write down on chat box. In K33, how many edges are there? So in K33 we have 9 edges. In K33 we have 9 edges. 3 cross 3. How many edges? 3 cross 3. 9 edges are there in K33. And this is the minimum number of edge for which a graph is non-planar. Minimum number, that means if I have any graph with how many? 8 edges. If I have any graph with 8 edge, it cannot be non-planar. I can give you a task. Draw a graph with 8 edge which is non-planar. You cannot find. Never. It's not possible. Is it possible? Eight edge means how many vertex required minimum? No. No, Hannah. 4 vertex. If I have a complete graph of 4 vertex, is having 6 edge. Yes, 5 edges, 5 vertex required. Minimum 5 vertex required. Minimum 5 vertex required to have 8 edge. Now, whenever we have 5 vertex and 8 edge, that is must be non-planar graph. That is must be non-complete graph. Are you getting my point? If I have 5 vertex and 8 edge, 5 vertex and 8 edge, 5 vertex and 8 edge. That means this graph must be a non-complete graph. Non-complete graph. Getting my point? Non-complete graph, which is must not be a K5. It's not a K5. It's not a K5. Since it's not a K5, and we know that K5 is the minimum graph or minimum non-planar graph, so it is 100% true that a graph having 5 vertex and 8 edge is always a planar graph. You can try. I will give you a task. This is a graph, 5 vertex and 8 edge. 5 vertex and 8 edge. This is a graph 5 vertex and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, this is a graph 5 vertex and 8 edge. It is easily you can show that this is a planar graph. How to show this is a planar graph? Just remove this edge from inside and draw this edge from outside. Now there's a planar graph, isn't it? So this is a graph having 5 vertex, 8 edge, which is planar graph. That means what I told you, that whenever we have less than 9 number of edge, less than 9 number of edge, that means that graph must be always planar graph. It is not possible that we have a graph which is having 8 edges, 7 edges, 6 edges. It's a non-planar graph. It is not possible. It is not possible. That means you can find a geometric embedding. That means what is your target at that moment? Your target should be, we have to find a geometric embedding. We can find a geometric embedding because less than a 9 number of edges is there. Less than 9 edges is there. But if you have 9 edges, 10 edges, 11 edges, 12 edges, then what? Then that graph may be planar, may be non-planar. Maybe planar, maybe non-planar. I'm not saying it's always non-planar. I'm not saying it is always non-planar. It may be planar, it may not be planar. Depending on the scenario, you have to try to find geometric embedding. Have to try to find the geometric embedding. If you cannot find, okay. Cannot find means okay, good enough. But if you can find, you have to try to find it. So one thing is clear here, K5 and K33 are simplest non-planar graph or smallest non-planar graph, K5 and K33. Now if someone asks you, these are the smallest non-planar graph. Now if someone asks you, what about K6, K7, K34, then K5, 6. What about this graph? Are they planar or non-planar? K6, K7, K34, K5, 6. Are they planar or non-planar? Yes, they all are non-planar. K6 is a non-planar. K7 is a non-planar because what is the minimum planar graph? Tell me, what is the minimum non-planar graph? K5. So after K5, all complete graph are non-planar. After K5, all complete graph are non-planar. From K5, not after, from K5, all complete graph are non-planar. Similarly, from K33, all complete graph are non-planar. All complete bipartite graphs are non-planar. Like K34, K43, K56, K35. Getting my point? K53, whatever the graph, because they are not the minimum. You cannot write directly. If this question arise in 1 mark question, like in exam, we can ask you in 1 mark question that tell me whether K75 is planar or non-planar. You can directly write it's a non-planar because it is in the higher bound of from K33 because K33 is the minimum non-planar graph. You can write because K33 is minimum non-planar graph. But the same question, if I ask you, so that K75 is non-planar graph. If I ask you, so that K75 is a non-planar graph with 6 marks or 8 marks. So what you will do? You have to show that this graph is not a planar graph. Step 1, try to find the step 1. Try to draw the lines. Try to find up to the possibilities. What are the maximum possibilities? Try to connect the lines. If at last, if you find the intersection, at that point you have to stop. So you have to write at step 6, we find the intersection. So the graph is not possible. We cannot find non-intersects lines. That's why this is non-planar graph. You have to prove it. Whenever I will ask the same question in 8 marks, you have to prove it. Sorry? K55. K55 is non-planar because it is upper than K33. We have K33. K33 is a minimum planar graph, non-planar graph. Let's give you the example. K33 is a minimum non-planar graph so if I use any other graph, I mean better than K33, other complete bipartite graph, all complete bipartite graph like K34, K44, K43, K55, K53. But if I ask you K25, K25 is not more than these things. Are you getting my point? Because 3 is there. Both the points, both the vertex must be greater than 3 and 3, greater than or equals to 3 and 3. Okay, that is called higher level graph of K33. If I talk about K25, K25 is a planar graph. It is a planar graph. It is not a non-planar. Sorry? K25 edge. Yes, edge is more than. I'm not saying that K25 is having edge 10. Edge is 10. What I told you that if edge is less than 9, if edge is less than 9, that means graph is always planar. Graph is always planar. But I don't tell you that if edge is greater than 9, the graph is always non-planar. I told you? I don't tell you? Right? I tell you that if edge is less than 9, that means graph is always planar. But if edge is greater than or equals to 9, graph may be planar, may not be planar depending on the scenario. Like in K25. K25 is planar graph. K25 is planar graph because the minimum criteria was K33. In this case, 2 is less than 3. So 2 is less than the minimum. So it is planar. You can show this is a planar graph. You have to show. Sorry? Put off the mask and ask. Yes, 5 is more than, but 1 is less than, right? 2 is less than 3. Only you have to check at least one of them component is going to be less than the vertex.
Yes, and 5 is not.
Yes, 5 doesn't matter here.
There is K19.
K19 is always planar graph. K19 is planar graph. Okay. Both of these 3 and 3, both of these greater than equals to 3 and 3 only. Then only you can say it's a non-planar for complete bipartite graph. So all of you clear? Any questions? Please do ask me. Very confusing things. I know this is very confusing thing. If you have any question in your mind, do ask me. Turn on your mic. Do ask me. Quick. I will give you all answers. Any question in your mind, do ask me. Complete graph is always not a planar. Complete graph, when n is greater than equals to 5, is a planar graph. Complete graph when n equals to greater than equals to 5 is a planar graph. Greater than equals to 5. I will write it. Better I will write it. Just wait. Not greater than equals to 5 is a non-planar graph. Complete graph greater than equals to 5 is non-planar graph always. So what I'm saying is Kn is a complete graph. Kn is a complete graph. Okay, Kn is a complete graph. Now what I can say here, Kn is a complete graph. Now when n is greater than equals to 5, it implies Kn is non-planar. When n is less than 5, implies Kn is planar. It is always true. And the second, Kmn, complete bipartite graph. Complete bipartite graph. Complete bipartite graph. When m n both greater than equals to 3, m and n both greater than equals to 3, implies K mn is non-planar. When m less than 3 or n less than 3, implies Kmn is planar. Please note it down.
To be with the KMN. What's that?
Bipartite. Bipartite.
By
Bipartite. Bipartite. So all of you clear, please write down C on chat box. Otherwise, if you have any single doubts, please do ask me. Any single doubts. All right. So let's proceed. Clearing this. So few graphs are there. I hope these are visible. Just a minute. This is question number 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So all of you start solving. Which one is planar? Which one is non-planar? Yes, Hannah, 2. What is 2? No. How 2 is non-planar? Tell me, 2 is planar or non-planar? 2 is planar or non-planar? So yes, in this case, all graphs are planar graph. All are planar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are planar graph. How 2 is planar? Because it is look like a non-planar, but you can find the geometric embedding. Yes, you can find the geometric embedding. How many vertex are there? 4 vertex. I told you if I have 4 vertex, whatever the graph is, it was always planar. So you can find the geometric embedding. Geometric embedding will be like this. Right? This is your geometric embedding. This is your geometric embedding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are planar graph. First one, 1. There is no intersection, no edge crossings. So whenever you have no edge crossings, so always it's a planar graph. No doubt on that. This is a planar graph. Second one is having edge crossings, but we can find geometric embedding. So planar. Third one, no edge crossing. No edge crossings, so planar graph. Fourth one, no edge crossings. No edge crossings, so planar graph. Fifth one is also having no edge crossings because these are the vertex. These are the vertex. So this is also no edge crossings, so it's a planar graph. So all are having no edge crossings unless except question number 2. Question number 2 is having edge crossings, but we can find the geometric embedding. So all are planar. All are a planar graph. Tell me, is it clear or not? B, D and E are not connected in the first graph, so how it is a planar? B, D and who told you that they had to be connected? In the first graph, E, D and E are also connected, right? I mean, B and E are connected, B and D are connected. Okay, they are connected.
Sir,
But I don't know what you're actually saying.
I thought, sir, I thought it is.
Don't need to find this is
complete graph.
always a complete graph. It cannot be complete graph. Who told you that it always might be a complete graph? Getting my point?
Okay, sir, clear.
Any graph can be planar, can be non-planar, depending on the scenario. Complete graph and complete bipartite graph are some examples. A specific graph. Apart from that, all other graphs can be, you can decide this graph is planar or non-planar, this graph is planar or non-planar. Clear, Mirdeep?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So please note down something, and before that, just solve these things. Whether the following graphs are planar or non-planar, don't just write the answer, write with justification. Justification required. Justification required. Means you have to justify your answer, okay, with drawing. Let's say this question are of 6 marks questions, not a 1 marks question. Okay, the question of 6 marks, you have to find K4, K23, K43, K and Peterson graph. K4 is K4 is planar.
Yes.
K4 is planar. K23,
It's also planar.
K23 is also planar.
K23 is not planar.
K43 is not planar. And Peterson graph, Peterson graph is always non-planar. So you have to prove that. Your saying is not okay. Your saying is right. Whatever you're saying is correct. You have to prove that this is non-planar. Let's start proving. By that time, I will give you some notes. This is very important notes. Number 1, a graph with vertex, with number of vertex. A graph with number of vertex less than 5, strictly less than 5. Less than 5. Always planar graph. Always planar. Number 2, a graph with number of vertex. Oh, sorry, number of edge less than 9. Always planar. So note down these 2 points, very important points, can help you in exam. So start, justify your answer. Why K4 is non-planar? By the time I will take the attendance. Higher level, if you have any doubts, do ask me. Okay, roll number 23 to 36. 23 to 36. (37 to 42). 37 to 42. 43 to 48. 43 to 48. 49 to 106. 49 to 106. 110 to 159. 110 to 159. 160 to 183. 'Anyone left? Anyone left? Just tell me.
So 170. Sir, 170.
IT. Roll number 1 to 6, IT.
That's more than 2.
Seven to 12, IT. 7 to 12. 13 to 20, IT. 13 to 20. 13. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, Prince, I marked you present. You guys have a nice day. Just solve these 2 questions, these 4 questions, and show me on next day. Solve these 4 questions and show me on next day.